In a world overflowing with information, attention is the new currency. So, how do you capture your audience's attention and hold on to that fleeting spotlight? Imagine being able to mesmerize your audience and making them hang on to your every word, just like Steve Jobs. Today, we are unlocking the secrets behind the magical presentation skills of a legend. So, are you ready to transform your public speaking skills and become unforgettable? Hey there, visionaries and future changemakers. I am Pranjall Agrawal, founder of Talk Academy, where we empower business students and entrepreneurs to convey their ideas with confidence and clarity. Today, we are deep diving into the art of presentation, inspired by none other than Steve Jobs himself. Jobs wasn't just a tech visionary, he was a master storyteller, a wizard of words who knew the power of a pause, the strength of a story, and the magic of making a connection. And today, you're going to learn how to weave the same magic. Let's go back to a classic moment in history when Steve Jobs exemplified simplicity. Let's go back to 2007 when the world was about to see the first ever iPhone. So, how does Jobs introduce this revolutionary device? Does he bombard the audience with technical specs, intricate details about its operating system, or the complexities of the multi-touch interface? No. Instead, he chose simplicity. Jobs stands on stage and says, "This is the day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been fortunate enough to do that in 1984 with Macintosh that changed the computer industry. In 2001 with the iPod that changed the music industry. And today we are launching 3 such revolutionary devices." So he doesn't start with tech. He starts with a promise, a simple idea that everyone can grasp. He then introduces the 3 devices. Number 1, an iPod with touch controls. Number 2, a revolutionary mobile phone. And number 3, a breakthrough internet communications device. Then he shows pictures of all 3, and he continuously shows the images of all 3 on repeat. Now the audience is into it. They're all laughing, they're giggling, they're clapping. And then he goes, "Are you all getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it the iPhone." Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. This approach was genius. Instead of focusing on the technicalities, he presented the iPhone as a seamless integration of 3 familiar devices, making the revolutionary seem comforting and understandable. The audience didn't need to know about the gigabytes or the processors. They saw a phone, they saw an iPod, they saw an internet communicator, all rolled into one amazing package, and they got it. That is the beauty of simplicity in communication. Simplicity is the key. After all, if your presentation cannot be understood by a 5th grader, then you might be using your college degree to confuse, not to communicate. And Jobs had a knack for making the complex feel accessible. He would use simple, relatable language, stripping away all the technical stuff, making sure that even a 6-year-old or your grandmother could understand easily. Always remember, Albert Einstein rightly said, "If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you don't understand it yourself." And Steve Jobs didn't just inform, he inspired. He made you feel. So whether it was his Crazy Ones ad, which mentioned people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do, or his Stanford commencement speech, where he spoke about his poverty, where he spoke about his adoption, where he spoke about his near experience with death, Steve Jobs connected on a human level. So even your speech should stir emotions, make hearts race, make minds wonder. And that is the magic of a great presentation. Are you ready to be the next Steve Jobs of your field? So start with your story, simplify your message, and speak to the heart. Because in the end, it's not about sharing information, It's about sharing your story. It's about making an impact. It's about leaving a legacy. If you are ready to change the world one presentation at a time, subscribe to our channel and join us at the Talk Academy. Together, we will transform your ideas into powerful stories that can captivate and inspire. Always remember, in the art of communication, you are only limited to your imagination. Let's unleash yours. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep talking the talk.